Welcome to Nurse Vibes. I'm Chrissy T, and today I'll be discussing my journey to becoming a nurse. I really wanted to be outside today, except there's a storm on the way. It is super windy. The wasps were out. They were trying to sting me, so I kind of ran and hopped into my van, and this is where we're going to do the video today. Maybe I'll film for you in my garden because I have a massive one that needs a lot of loving right now, but not today. Okay, not today. Today we're talking about how I became a nurse, a registered nurse. I do have my BSN, as I said previously in my welcome video. It started as a senior in high school. I signed up for the Army. You know, they give you all the good deeds. Yes, you can sign up and go to school for nursing so you could become like an Army Corps nurse, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. I joined the Army. I did all my training, and when it came time to get to my duty station, I arrived there and they told us that we had to deploy to Iraq in 2 weeks. So they kind of put like a stop loss on us signing up for school, which at the time was perfectly fine, except that's really what I went into the military to do. It was one of the best experiences of my life, being in the military, and I wouldn't take it back. When I was done with my tour in the military, I got out and came back home, and I went to find a local school that would allow me to become a nurse. It was one of the janky schools, and I didn't know. So what they told me was the pathway to becoming a nurse is that you needed to get your medical assistant, then you needed to get a LPN, then you needed to bridge to RN. So I thought at that time that was the pathway to becoming a nurse. I thought that was the only way to becoming a nurse, and so I started on that path. And once I became a medical assistant, which was never my intention, the school shut down. So 30,000 in and no nursing degree later, I had to start over. And that was very difficult for me because I had already put in a lot of time to doing prereqs and everything like that. And of course, you know, those credits didn't transfer over to the community college. So the counselor just asked me, like, is this something I really wanted to do? And I said yes. So I started over. I started taking about 7 classes a semester. My schedule actually had to get approved through the counselor or my advisor because it was so many classes. They didn't want me failing, and I'm like, just sign me up, because I do not have another 3-4 years to put into these prereqs when I've already done them. So in the meantime, I was very stressed out because I was unable to work. I was unable to make ends meet, and you know, you got to survive out here. So if you think about it, where was I living? Where was I living? I had an apartment at the time, but guess what? I became homeless. I became homeless trying to pursue my degree as a nurse. Guys, let me tell you, that was some of the toughest time of my life. The toughest. It really was. It was hard, but I made it through. And the community college, I stayed in classes. The community college, they pretty much put me out. They were like, girl, what are you doing? You have taken every class we have to offer. At this point, you can just pick any degree you want. Here's a list of all the degrees we offer. Choose whichever one you want and have a nice day. So I chose a degree and went to a 4-year university. On my birthday, I got accepted into the nursing program, so that was really exciting. I was out of town visiting my in-laws, and for me to get that acceptance letter to my email, we partied so hard. We had so much fun. And then I started classes. See the wasps? They're trying to get me in here. Like, come on. Anyway, sorry. I digress. I started the classes. It was very rigorous. It wasn't an accelerated program, although it seemed like it. It was technically a nights and weekends program, and it worked best for me because I was still able to work a full-time job, and I was still able to have time to study. I don't know when. I don't think I was sleeping, honestly, to tell you the truth. When would I have had time to sleep if I'm doing a full-time course, nights and weekends every day, and then working 8 to 4:30 every day? Like, It was a lot. But guess what? Your girl got her bachelor's. And so now I'm living my best life. I decided to become a float pool nurse, like I said in my previous video. And I started that before I did my NCLEX. I used those next 3 months to study. And then after I studied for my NCLEX on my birthday again, I decided to go ahead and take the NCLEX. Eek. That was a scary day, but I figured maybe my birthday would bring me some good luck. And it did. I got down to the last question, I guess the like minimum requirement for you to, like, before your test can shut off. So I was shaken because I didn't understand what was going on in the exam. I'm not gonna lie. It was just so many questions. I'm like, what are they talking about? I have no idea. I've never heard of this stuff. And I did my best, and I passed in a minimum amount of required questions, which yay to me, right? Yay. And I passed. So if you guys want any tips on what I did to study, because I'm gonna tell you now, in nursing school, I didn't study. I didn't study at all. People are gonna think I'm crazy. People are gonna think that I'm lying, but ask my friends, ask my classmates. I made them nervous a lot because, believe it or not, they were like, oh, did you study for the exam? And I was like, no, I haven't even opened my book. Like, it's still wrapped up in the plastic to this day. It's still wrapped up in the plastic. I'm really shocked, but I felt like if I sat through the lecture and I got an understanding of everything that I needed to, there was no point of me really going back to study. Not everybody's going to be able to do that. So I'm going to have plenty of things for you guys to study, and I have plenty of knowledge for you guys. Nonetheless, I'm going to have so many topics that we're going to discuss on this channel. So if you want to study, you could just come here, press play on a video. I'll make sure they're not too long. And if you need more help with any topics, make sure you comment down below and I will get you the information that you need. That was my journey to becoming a nurse. So comment down below and let me know what your journey was like. Did you guys experience any hardships like I did? I had several. Nonetheless, if you have any questions or if you want to know more about my journey to becoming a nurse, stay tuned and I'll see you soon.